Hey guys, JNasty here. What is up, boys? How you guys doing today? So today's gameplay is a 15 kill Apex Legends game. I'm using the Wingman and the G7 Scout, probably my favorite duo or combination of guns in this game. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the gameplay. If you do, make sure to drop a like. Today's video, I'm going to discuss my first impressions and give you guys kind of my review of the game. And I always do this with Call of Duty every year, and you guys seem to enjoy it way back in the day. Most of you guys probably will enjoy it because you guys are OG motherfuckers. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to drop a like. I'd appreciate it. But let's talk about my first impressions with this game. The first couple of games I played, it felt really clunky, really wonky. Turned down my settings a little bit more. If you guys did not know about this game, it is very CPU extensive, or intensive, I should say, intensive. I tried to record this game with my normal Fortnite settings, and it did not work. I actually had to turn it down even more than my normal Call of Duty settings. So it's very CPU intensive, and it eats up OBS like nothing. So the quality of the video might not be as good as previous videos. So I apologize, but for some reason, I cannot record with my 9900K in 1080p at a decent quality without it stuttering. So just an FYI up there. I think once this game gets a little bit more optimized, it'll be better. So right now, if you're a streamer or a YouTuber, if you're recording, always use an NVEC on this game. That's where your GPU is doing most of the encoding, and then that allows your CPU to run the game. Now, if you have two PCs, then you don't have to worry about that because one PC is going to be recording while the other PC is going to be playing the game. So just wanted a little FYI for you guys out there, the YouTubers or streamers out there that are having issues with the game. You're going to have to use your GPU, or you're going to have to turn your settings quite down. I had to do both. I had to use my GPU and turn down my settings quite a bit. My first impressions of this game, it felt a little clunky. I turned down my sensitivity. That seemed to be a big help. A lot of people didn't know what the hell was going on. There was like no guides, no nothing. It was kind of like Fortnite all over again, where people didn't know what the hell was going on. And you know what? I played the first night, and I thought this was, hey, this is a pretty good game. This isn't too bad. Is it as fast paced as I would like it to be? No, not really. Is it as slow paced as Fortnite? It's around the same pace as Fortnite, in my humble opinion. You know, these games are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes long, and I think Fortnite was anywhere from like 20 to 25 minutes long. So it's a little bit faster than Fortnite. You're not getting as many kills as in a Fortnite gameplay. H1Z1, if you guys ever played H1Z1 back in the day, you could get high kill, like 15 to 18 kill games within 20 minutes. Sometimes you could bust into the 20s when there's 140 players. I never played it when it had like 200 players, by the way, or 190 players. But overall, I feel that this game right now, the way they release the game, in my opinion, is a perfect spot, though. It's a little slow, but there's room for improvement. What I mean by that, if you go and play this game, you have places where you can land and not die at the beginning. Like, that is my biggest pet peeve in a battle royale game, is where I land and die instantly because some places are overcrowded than others. Now, what they do really, really well in this game is they add hotspots. So all the good players are going to be landing in the hotspots, and they're going to be trying to kill each other, and they're trying to get the best loot right off the rip. That is awesome. I feel like that is a great idea to attract the players to certain hotspots, certain supply drops right off the rip, and have a heavy concentrate of players there. I remember I landed once. Last night I went into a high populated area. I landed there. I had 8 kills in the first like 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and I eventually die. Still, I think I will try to find the clip. I don't know if I deleted it. I was having issues with recording, but I got 8 kills in about 3 minutes, and I still got killed by 2 other guys. So pretty crazy. It was right after the first storm. I had 8 kills, so I don't know how long that lasts, but it could have been a potentially really, really high kill gameplay. Maybe a 20 bomb. I'm thinking maybe a 20 bomb. But overall, I really feel like they did a great job of having these, you know, high tier loot places where they attract more players. And then if you want to go out to some random, to the swamplands or the artillery place or wherever, you know, it's going to be a slower. You're going to be able to get your gear, and you're going to be able to have, you know, a fair fight is what I kind of like to say. That's one thing that I've always disliked about battle royales, is that RNG and not having a fair fight. Like, you have a pistol and they have a peacekeeper, you're 5 feet from each other, and you've automatically lost that. No matter how good your skill is, it's generally you're at a disadvantage, if that makes sense. So the player count, I feel like right now, if they could increase the player count and decrease the time to kill, I think it'd be a really good sweet spot. In my humble opinion, maybe add 80 players and make the time to kill 25% faster, or 30% faster, if that makes sense. I think that's the sweet spot, and I think that's what they're going to do eventually down the road. Right now, 60 players, in my humble opinion, as a person that likes to get a lot of kills and doesn't like to get 4 or 5 kills a win. You know, I like to get in the 15 to 20 range. I think that would be the sweet spot, is around 80 to 100 players in a faster time to kill. But right now, I think it's perfect for the game just coming out, and they can slowly adjust from there. So I think they did a really good job on that. Now, like I said, the time to kill in this game is very, very slow. Especially if you get like something like a pistol or one of those weak ass guns or an SMG and you're not close to the player. The time to kill can be pretty frustrating in my opinion, especially at early game. Our early game is almost insanely bad because you don't have enough ammo to kill everybody that is landed around you. You know what I mean? So the time to kill could be quicker, or maybe increase the mags, increase the ammo, the starting ammo and the guns, and then work from there. But overall, I feel like the time to kill with the ammo and the clip size just doesn't fit right now, especially in early game. You can get really frustrated because you kill 2 people, you're out of ammo, and a third or fourth player can come kill you, and you're gonna have to try to you're either gonna have to punch them or run. So that's kind of frustrating. The character abilities in this game, I feel like they're pretty, I feel like they're there, but I don't think they're anything impressive or anything overpowered. I think Bangalore with her airstrike is kind of strong. Also, I think it's Mystic with the gas things. In close quarter fights, that is actually going to be insanely good. I don't think a lot of people have caught on to that Mystic guy smoke or poison gas. I think that's going to be really strong in buildings and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like the abilities are nothing to be like, wow, this is broken, It's not like Black Ops 4 where the specialist abilities are kind of insanely strong. It's not like that, and I think it's like a toned down specialist that is, at a good balance where it's not going to affect the fight in people's favor in too many ways. I think it would be like a small margin, maybe like a 5% increase in winning this gunfight because of this guy used his ability and stuff like that. But overall, my first impressions of this game, I think it's a great game. I really do. The firefights in this game are amazing. The teamwork, though, however, if you're playing solo, it's very frustrating because a lot of times on PC, people don't have mics and people are just not good players for some reason. I'll be playing games where they go 15 minutes and somebody does 30 or 0 damage in a game, and that happens on it's pretty common on PC where people just cannot do anything or any damage, and you're at a 2 to 3 disadvantage. Or you might be like playing solo and the 2 teammates that you have are pretty dirt, and you're going against a squad, and you're not going to win those at all. I don't care how good you are. 1v3 in this game is very difficult with the high time to kill, unless you can land all your shots instantly, and you have the proper healing, the proper big shield, the proper med kits. It's gonna be fairly difficult in my opinion. So playing solo in this game is very frustrating. It's kind of rewarding. I played a couple of games where I dropped a 12 kill game with some randoms and we won that. That was I think my second or third win, and the guys were all super happy. And that's probably the best part about it, is when you're playing solos, those guys probably haven't won. So if you win, it's a little bit more special to them, and you can hear the reactions, and generally they're pretty ecstatic. But overall, I played in a squad last night, and I probably won 80 to 90% of my games. Playing solo, I'm probably winning 10% of my games. So a squad makes a huge difference. And as somebody that likes to play solo, likes to play really aggressive, and likes to use not rely on people, I think a solo playlist would be difficult in this game to achieve with the high time to kill as well. Do I think they can do it? Yes, but I think that just the time to kill is just too high to have it solo, in my personal opinion. I think it's a great game. It's a free-to-play game. I like the skins in the game. I like the cosmetics. I like the loot boxes. You're being rewarded with the loot boxes. I've gotten a couple of legendaries already. They show you the percentage on the loot boxes, which a lot of companies don't do. It's a 7% chance to get a legendary. I wish they would give you an incentive to win. Like, let's say you win, you get an Apex pack, and it only drops you like one. You get 1 drop at a time or 2 drops, not the full 3. I think that they could add that later in the game. But overall, the pace of play, the movement in this game, the movement feels like going place to place, feels really, really solid. But in gunfights, it feels kind of clunky. Also, the hit detection, I don't know if it's just me, but the hit detection feels kind of funky. It could be the servers. I don't know if you guys have ever landed and you're rubber banding. That's generally the servers. If you're running slow and skipping, that's the server. So I don't know how well the servers are performing. I don't know the tick rate of the servers. But right now, I feel like maybe it's just me, the wingman sometimes. I feel like I'm hitting my shot, but I'm not. I don't know if the wingman is hit scan, if you have to lead your shot. Stuff like that, I just don't understand yet in the game. So maybe I'm just missing. Maybe I'm trying to lead them when I shouldn't be leading them, etc., etc. My one big pet peeve, though, however, is this game is running through Origin, and I hate Origin. I don't like Origin. It's very clunky. It's very shitty. Um, Epic Games is, I like Steam. I think Steam is the best out of between Epic and Origin. I think Steam is the best, in all honesty. Just the ease of use. I can come into my overlay, look at my friend's message, see my friend's message, get the party invites, etc., etc. Origin's pretty shit. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So overall, my first impressions of this game are great. Do I think it's the best game I've ever played? No. Do I think it has room for improvement? Yes. And I think a lot of games nowadays have room for improvement, but it's always up to the developers to figure out what improvements are needed and how to apply those improvements in a, in a timely manner. I'm not going to, like, Call of Duty, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you're releasing a game every fucking year and you're dropping a new update in 4 months or trying to update or fix something in 4 months, that's disgusting to me. You got to fix those problems before the game releases, especially if you have 3 years to, iron out the game, get the game out. You shouldn't be having a lot of issues when the game is first released. Like, if you think about Call of Duty, they have the beta, and then they make the tweaks off the beta. And then the first and second weeks, they're still making tweaks on the game based on the players. You can't do that. You got to have a solid game right at the release. And I feel like this game has a better launch than probably World War II, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 4. In my humble opinion, it is a better game than those 3 games. And I probably I would play this game over Call of Duty all day. And it's a slower paced game, which to me, I like high paced games. I loved Call of Duty back in the day. But Call of Duty back in the day is nothing like today's Call of Duty. Like, I'll be honest with you, it's slow, it's boring, it's unfair, it's stupid, it's RNG, it's dumb, it's specialist, it's stupid. This game, however, does specialist right. The pacing is all right. It's nothing insanely good. It's not super fast paced, but the firefights make you think. They make you have teamwork. I mean, the comms, when you talk about people and you mark people, you just get really into the game in a firefight. And the firefights aren't over instantly as like in H1Z1 back when I played or PUBG. They last quite long, and crossfire is superior. Landing your shots is superior. And you have time to outplay people and flank people, which I really like because I like to use my big brain. But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure to drop a like, and hopefully you enjoy the commentary. I'll see you guys later. Peace!
30 fucking kill game almost. Wow.